Welcome back. I am so frustrated, and I know you guys are too. What is going on? Well, I'm going to try to take you through where we are on this stupid BOI stuff. I don't know how else to say it at this point, but let's go through it. I'm going to bring you up to date to where we know today, and we'll go from there. So where are we? Well, a year ago, I told you, hold off. Don't file. We think they're going to make this thing go away, or we hope they will. Everybody's against it. In the spring, same thing. I said, hold on, don't do it. Let's not do it if we don't have to. Let's wait. A few weeks back, I said, you know what? I guess I was wrong. They're not going to get it fixed. We've got to go. We've only got a few weeks left. Let's knock it out. Here we are, Tuesday, December 3rd. Judge in Texas, federal judge, decides to say, you know what? I'm going to throw this thing out. Not using legal terms. I'm not an attorney. He said it's no good. You don't have to do it. And unlike the case that happened back in Alabama back in the spring or summer where it got overturned, but it was only specific to that group, this time the judge said, you know what? I think it's the NFIB who filed the lawsuit. It's such a big group all across the country that I feel the only right thing I can do is to stop it for everyone in the country. Great. So that's Tuesday. Here we are, Friday. What is today? The 6th, I think? Yep, Friday the 6th. Guess what? Department of Justice has decided to appeal, which we knew would happen. We knew that was going to happen, and we expected it to happen pretty quick. I was telling people I thought it'd happen within 2 days, and give or take a little bit, that's what occurred. So where does that leave us? Great question. So I'm just going to, at this point, tell you what I think, give you some thoughts and recommendations. I don't really know, but I'll just tell you based on experience what I think, and you can go from there. Here is what I think. First of all, for most of us who are honest, that do what we're supposed to do, which is the people we work with, and that's most of you watching, the government already knows who owns your company, right? If you have a partnership, guess what? We report who all the partners are on the K-1s. If you have an S-Corp, guess what? You report all the owners on the S-Corp K-1s. If you are a Schedule C or you have a Schedule E for rental property, guess what? That's attached to your personal tax return. The whole idea with this thing is to catch people who are doing illegal activities, laundering money, a lot of stuff, and I'm sure there's good reasons for why they're doing it. But for you and me, at least I hope, if that's not you watching this, turn it off. I'm not talking to you. But for you and me that are doing the right thing, they already know who you are. They already know who I am. They already know what business I own. So we're really not giving them anything they don't know. And guess what? The bad guys, I'm going to guess they're still not going to put their name on this BOI, so I don't know what it's really going to do anyway. So that's my little rant on that. Now, what do I think you should do? I don't know. My guess is this thing is going to get put back into effect. We're going to have to file it. And then what's going to happen is sometime next year, they're going to say we don't. But to me, the penalties are still so severe and so ridiculous, and the reporting limits are ridiculous. I don't know. I think maybe we should do it, unless you're doing it yourself. If you're doing it yourself, you can hold off a little bit. If you're wanting somebody like me to do it, time is limited, and we need to knock it out. I know it stinks to pay for something that may go away, but it also stinks to pay penalties if it doesn't. And so it's not a good answer. I know the answer sucks, but that is kind of where we are, and I don't know what else to do. Like I said, I expect it to be back in effect within the next week, week and a half, and then we're only going to have about a week, week and a half left to get them all filed. So that's just being honest. It may not be a great answer, but that's being honest. So those of you who have asked us to do it that we work with, we'll probably go ahead and start going forward. Just let us know if you want to take that chance and wait. And I support that. I understand that. Those who want to just be done with this nonsense, I say let's just get it over with, because we're probably going to have to do it anyway. What do I think the right answer is? Well, the right answer is I wish they'd leave us alone, but that's not going to happen. So the next right answer is I hope they will at least make it so that it's just an annual requirement to verify that it's still accurate. This 30-day stuff is just not reasonable for small business owners. But if they could just adjust it to once a year, and I'm saying this because hopefully maybe somebody will hear this and other people will start saying the same thing, just once a year, just like they do the FBAR report for if you own or if you have cash in a foreign country. Once a year, update, that would make sense. I could live in that world. Well, I'm going to have to live in this world anyway. So that's what I think. I just wanted you guys to know that, I've been watching it. I was hacked off Tuesday night when I found out about it. Went home, complained to my wife. Didn't do any good. But there we are. In some ways, I'm kind of annoyed that they're appealing it, even though I think we knew that was going to happen. I don't know, guys. This is the world we live in. So that's what I think. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to stay on top of this. If anything changes, I'm sure we'll hear more next week or the week after that when the DOJ, all that goes through. And I'll keep you up to date as normal. Also, for those of you who would be interested in a year-in tax planning update, I'm thinking about doing a live one maybe next Thursday evening. If that's something you would be interested in, drop a note down below. And if there's enough interest, I'll go ahead and open one up, go through year-end tax planning stuff, and then open the floor where you guys can just ask any questions you want. If there's enough interest, I'll do it. If there's not, we won't. So with that, have a wonderful weekend, and I will try to keep you up to date.